What's up? What's up? What's good, people? This your boy Scott Lewis, Apartment Gamer and more. Brooklyn Nets Stoop Edition. Here with another one. We have a pregame. The Brooklyn Nets playing Miami Heat. How's everybody? I hope everybody's okay. Um, I'm checking out some activity on the Nets Twitter, and I just want to talk a little bit about Sean Marks and his trade ability. I was checking out Eric Slater on Locked On Nets podcast. What's up, Eric? Um, is it another home run trade that he did with Cam Johnson and Michael Porter Jr.? I think so. You know, the question to me is the are you going? I mean, his contract will be up soon. So, are we going to sign him and keep him for maybe 2 or 3 years? I mean, it wouldn't hurt. He's going to ask for a max contract. He's putting up numbers. I'm wondering if you're not going to make moves in the off season for another veteran, are you going to just ride with Cam Johnson and whatever draft pick you get? And the 5 draft picks that we had last year? That's the question. I mean, I think it's a fluid thing when you think about it. The thing with the Nets is it depends on the draft. Like if we pick 4th, it would make a big difference in what we would get as far as or how we move in the off season for acquisition. That I think that's the key, really. And also, are we going to actually keep all 5? I mean, be honest with you, and this is being real honest. Anything goes. Anybody can leave. Anybody can be traded at any given time. I mean, things can happen. Situations come up. Are we going to pass up on opportunities to get scorer in free agency or off season, make a trade, or whether a vet from another team want to come to Brooklyn? I mean, it's always a possibility. You know, that's what I worry about as far as Michael Porter Jr. being on this team on a longer period than 1 or 2 years. So that's an interesting conversation because Sean does do well. I believe he does well when it comes to picking up players. It's not his ability to pick up a good trade. It's his ability to keep a trade. I mean, that's what I don't know. Do we keep a trade? Do we keep what he get? It ain't always sunny on the other side. So sometimes you get something and you think, oh, okay, it works. I can see the potential, but it's shiny on that somebody is baiting you to move this piece. I'll give you some more draft picks. How long are you going to keep doing that? When are you going to build a team to actually perform? When is that going to happen? Because you could easily get into this windmill of constantly moving pieces. And players come here when they're the number 1 option. It's easy to look well because you're getting most of the shots. Especially if you're a vet. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying MPJ is some piece that you might not, you thinking that Cam Johnson shot well before he left. He was doing well. Matter of fact, the team was doing well earlier the season before when they had Dennis Schroeder. They were doing well. Championship team, no. They ain't championship team now, neither. This is the point I'm saying. You're not moving forward. Where are you moving? Which way are you trying? Who are you going to commit to? or it's just like revolving door. You got to make a commitment sooner or later. I understand that getting young talent that can contribute early and quick is what most teams want because of the way the money is. I get it. But I'm saying eventually you got to make a move. You got to eventually commit to something or a direction. Okay, look at it this way. If AJ becomes, say we get AJ DeBosta or Cam Boozer, it makes a difference between the two, which one you get. It's going to be your approach in the off season will change. They're two different type of players. You don't know how the locker room is going to be. You don't know how accepted the players would be to the new rookies, to the new rookie that you trying to, groom to be a major piece. Suppose you don't get top 4. Suppose you just get the 5th pick. What about that? Did you think about that? It's possible. So everything is based on this draft pick, I guess, and what you can move and what you can get in the off season. That's it. Everything is based on that. Everything. I don't think it's any, I don't think it's going to change until then. Now, we can talk about it and wish about it, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Let's take a look. I had... Long's Nets have come a long way down from when the program was laundered as a development factory. And I still think, you drafted 5 rookies, it's still a development factory. What are you developing and then let it go? You can't keep developing players and just let them go. So, I'm looking at this like most disappointed player in recent NBA history, and they have Zion number 2. I don't think Zion was the most deserved to be tier 2 and the most disappointing. That organization, it has a lot to do with it. Organization, the coaching, other players, the fit, the leadership. Those are all factors that matter on a team. It ain't just a superstar. I watched Jordan come into the league and they were terrible. The Bulls were terrible the first year. Jordan was in his prime still. The minute he got in the league, he was Jordan. He was Air Jordan. But that didn't matter. That doesn't matter if your team and your organization is not moving in the same direction. No loyalty to the player, no commitment to each other. And that goes for the players as well. I'm not just talking about, the coaching and the GM and the owner. The players got to commit too. It all got to work together. It just got to work together, but somebody has to put it together. And I believe it falls on the GM. It falls on the general manager. His ability to talk to the owner and tell him this is what we got to do. And the owner got to make it happen. Let him do what he got to do. Now, cause you can stand by it. Uh, it's a thing where you have to actually pull through. You have to actually make it happen. Or unforeseen incidents happen. People get hurt. Situations change. Things happen outside of your capability, but it's on the GM to make it all happen on and off the court. And yeah, you could treat them like, they want to be treated. Depending on the personality, some players want you to be, in their ass, basically. They want you to be on them. They need it. Some of them need it. And then some players want to take charge. And you got to believe in that you have to take a chance. As a GM, let them take charge. Got to believe in somebody. I don't believe in this tier list here. Some of these players are great role players. And superstar, no. Role players, yeah. Easy on the team. Now we play Miami. We had Miami's 7:30 start time. I'm gonna go over the projected starting lineup. One thing I could say is the tank is still on. And I don't like to use that word tank, but it is still on. Okay, bring it up. Let's bring this up. We're going to bring this up. Okay, let's go bring this up right now. The projected starting lineup, Nolan Triol, Terrence Mann. I'm surprised they still, Diego is still out. Terrence Mann, Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, Nick Claxton. I would have loved to see Powell be a starting shooting guard for the Nets today. D. Mitchell for Miami, Tyler Hero, Lawson, Wiggins, Alabama. Bam. Okay. The only person out is Jaguar. Okay, 7:30 start. Let's look at the NBA standings. The NBA standings. We're going to bring it up. Okay, the Pistons, of course, is just running away with it, really. The Celtics moved into second and Knicks are into third. Can't afford to lose another game. The Celtics are surprising me this year, boy. 41-20 and they don't even have, to me, they're one of their best players. Probably their best player with Jason. The Cavs are 38-24. Raptors are 35-25. The 76ers are still hanging in there, boy, at sixth spot at 33-27. The Heat are 32-29. And did they win their last couple of games? I think they did. Let's take a look. Yeah, they won. They won their last game. They've been 5-5 for the past 10 games. Hawks are 31-31, 500 ball. Hornets 30-31. An exciting team to watch. The Bucks 26-34. They don't look like they're gonna make it. The Bulls 25-36. I think they conceded to just drop down. The Wizards are 16-44. They lost their last 5, which I personally think they should have won 1 or 2 games. The Nets are 15-45. They lost their last 8. I don't know how long this losing record can keep going, but it seemed to be moving kind of quick. It's getting kind of high. The Pacers lost their last 6 at 15-46. They are half a game ahead of us. Let's take a look at the West. The Thunder still, the Thunder's the Thunder. Spurs are 43-17. The Rockets are 38-22. When I look at the Eastern Conference and I look at the Western Conference, I know teams are weak. I don't think the East is as weak as people think they are, really, be honest. I think the East is stronger than a lot of people think. The Nuggets are 38-24. The Lakers are hanging in there at 600, playing 36-24. The Suns, surprising team of the year, one in the West, 7th place at 34-26. The Warriors are 31-30, hanging in there, trying to hang around 500. The Clippers are 29-31. Considering where they started at the beginning of the year, they are playing decent ball. I mean, they won 2 in a row. Trailblazers are 29-33, just under 500, and just always mulling around. With all that talent, they got a lot of talent on their team. The Grizzlies, 23-36, they need a shakeup. They won 2 in a row, though. Mavericks are 21-39. They reeling. Cooper's learning. I mean, I expect that with that trade. I mean, you let go Luka Doncic. I mean, come on. Y'all went to the finals with Luka. They lost their last 3. I don't know if it's worth a number 1 pick. See, that whole number 1 pick thing, I mean, even though Cooper Flag is a good player, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I wouldn't want him. What I'm saying is the game is about team. It ain't never been about individual. I think that's what we want. And in winning, if you about winning, it's about team. But in order for that to happen, you need that alpha dog on your team. You need that alpha. Something the league can sell to everybody. So the Pelicans are 19-43. Pelicans they got a lot of talent. They got players that they drafted. I wish we had drafted Queen, but it is what it is. Jazz are 18-43. I'm not saying that Queen was this. He's playing all this great, but I think he would have had better success at the Nets than he would have had better growth. Let's just put it that way. Don't get me wrong. I like Wolf. I always said he was going to be there at the end anyway. That's what I'm saying. We was drafting him. That was a good pickup. Jaeger was a good pickup. Actually, everybody's a decent pickup to me. I ain't going to sit here and bash the players. I understand that it's difficult your first year. Yes, there's going to be growing pain. To get your skill set out, it takes time. And when a team is in rebuild mode, it's very disruptive to be losing a lot of games trying to get a draft pick. It's very disruptive in the locker room. It's hard on the players. It's hard on the fans. It's hard on all of us. We want to win. I mean, that's what you play the game for. Jazz, and not only you play it because you love it, but you know what I'm saying. The competitiveness is there. You want to win. The Jazz are 18-43. They lost 6 in a row. What are they doing? They back in the race again. They back on the hunt. I mean, this organization is this is crazy. That organization is terrible. They ain't gonna be happy until they hit a home run, and they just have a team full of players that can play. Literally, they just not happy until it's all. They just want to be. I don't know. I couldn't deal with that for 10 years straight. I just couldn't. Couldn't deal with that 5 years straight. I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you do it. The Kings are 14-48. They broke out of that double-digit loser streak, which we are knocking the door on. And I think they won one, and then they went right back to losing again as usual. As usual. 14-48. They got the worst record in the league, I believe. So, I mean, when you look at the standings, nothing changed. We know who's who. We know what teams are going to, be in the playoffs, I think. I don't think it's going to be much movement around. In the East, the Hornets are going to be in the play-in. They are scary, the little team. They're scary. They're young. Their rookie is playing well. I couldn't say that people thought Kneppel would be as good, but I could see why he's good, because he's fitting with a young team that has a lot of good ball handlers, scorers around him, a decent big man that can run the floor. He can shoot. You need that shooter, and he's crafty, and he's home. He's playing basically where he played college at. He's home. He didn't really have to move out of his apartment. Let's check out the Heat. That's who we playing today. The Heat beat the Rockets yesterday, and the Heat is a funny team. When in their game, they are well coached, and I think the players overachieve, but they decent organization. It just to me seemed like they just mull around 500 until an opportunity comes, and then they break in. Like, all of a sudden you be like, oh, Bam is going off. Everybody's getting, busy. And Tyler Hero, I mean, I'm wondering, are they going to try to get off of Tyler Hero? How long is this Tyler Hero thing? Because it's not going to get them anywhere near the Eastern Conference Finals again. With Jimmy Butler, they were decent. They were playing decent ball. And it was an anomaly that a playing team actually went to the finals. But, it It happens. I mean, they had a decent team. It happens. So, all right. Other than that, let's see what else is going on in the league. Let's see if I can pull something up on. Let me read off some stuff, especially on Net Twitter, what the fans are talking about. That's what I'll do. Let me bring up some stuff. Okay, let's bring in some, read off some stuff from Net's Twitter. And let's zoom in some more. All right, the reckoning said Ben Seraph will never bring this production in an NBA game, and the Brooklyn Nets win. Never. That pick needs to be explained. Uh, I don't think. I mean, not a 16 rebounds. He wouldn't be like. I understand what you're saying. It was no reason to actually get another guard. I didn't understand that move. I still don't understand that move. I think all the fans are kind of like, yeah, Sean Marks can make trades, but when it comes to pick and draft, I don't know what he did last year. I mean, it, I would say half or 50% of the trade, 50% of the draft pick was what I expected, and then the other 50% is not. That's what I'm saying. And I don't like to name players because I think all of them have some kind of game, and I'm not here to bash our rookies. I want them to get better. I'm sure Sharaf has a game. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a game. What I'm saying is it's just not fitting right now. It's difficult to have 5 rookies and let them get enough minutes in the NBA to play, to be competitive, to actually learn something from it. Because you can't really learn from losing terribly. And you got to remember, we got 250-point loss. I think we had the worst loss in the NBA this year. We had to. I don't think nobody lost. We almost lost by 60 points. That I mean, when you look at it that way, you can't sit back and say that was good. Oh, we got somebody in. What's up, Leaf? What's good?
Ain't shit, man. That's
I'm just trying to kick it,
tired of all of
man.
this shit.
Yeah, I know, man. It's terrible, but what I'm trying to say, what I was saying, and I was bringing up was how, I mean, it's easier for us to actually sit back and say, yeah, we should have took Hugo over Ben Sarab. Really, be honest with you, I knew that even when we drafted him. I was like, why him? Why you need another guard? You know what I'm saying? Get you another big, man. You know how hard it is to get a decent big or a forward or somebody who can bang the boards and get rebounds. One of your weaknesses when we came in this year was rebounding.
Exactly.
I mean, that didn't make
And
sense to get another guard.
the reality is, when you have an incompetent upstairs, and when you have an incompetent management, and when you have incompetent ownership, the coaching staff and the players' job becomes much, much more difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a clash between the coaches and the players versus management and ownership.
Yeah, yeah,
And we've seen it in the past, man. Like, and what the thing is, 9 times out of the 10, coaching, the coaches and the players don't succeed in this situation. The only time when they succeeded, bro, was in the '90s when Jordan and the Bulls, man, ran off championships anyway. And while Jerry Krause and Jerry Reinsdorf was saying, you know what, F y'all, man, like, listen, now we ain't bringing none of y'all back. Then that's what they said, man. I mean, like, as competent as we seen an incompetent front office win championships. We
yeah.
seen
We
it.
did, we did, we have.
And we ain't seen them do nothing since.
Yeah, that's
They
true
they
too.
they all thought they all thought that it was the machine, it was their machine instead of the
The
players and
players,
the coaches that put in
right,
the work.
right.
So,
Yeah,
but like
it.
we seeing so much incompetence since, bro. Like, and it's one of the reasons I got so much respect for Bob Myers.
Oh, Bob Myers.
Yeah, I got so much respect for Bob Myers because he knew he knew that the fall was coming. So what did he do? He just said, you know what? I'm not gonna be responsible for breaking this up. Somebody else gonna do it.
Right.
I quit.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Sometimes you
I'm
got to know when to back out.
yeah, you know, because it was very heartbreaking for him, bro. Like because he already knew Kevin Durant had extended a lot of years on a lot of them players, bro, that which was done after 2016.
Right.
They were done because they got hit with a mighty, mighty blow and they didn't know how to really recover for it. Kevin Durant provided that.
Right.
Now Kevin Durant is a whole ass nigga, bro, like, but he provided it. The
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
is, like, when you put Kevin Durant with a right fit, bro, like he could win those, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
But Bob
He's a
Myers,
baller. Yeah, he's a baller.
yeah, but Bob Myers understood the fall was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I
Yeah.
think when you
Yeah.
have at least one smart person in your organization, like things could start to gel in the right direction, bro. But the thing is, when that smart person is sitting in a seat that's not the highest, then you have people that's higher than him try to undercut him.
Right.
And
Right.
that's the situation that we seen with Kenny Atkinson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Lord, realistically, man, but just getting to the root of like who to draft and who not to draft, this, that, and the third, bro. Like the real situation is this. This thing ain't gonna start working until the players and the coaches combine forces together and say, you know what, fuck these niggas, man. We just gonna start winning games.
Yeah, we're gonna do our thing.
We gonna do
Yeah.
our thing. Whatever they doing, whoever they draft, whatever. Listen, we gonna make it work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if
It
the coaches and the players
got to
lock in
stick
and
to
pay
pay
attention to what's
attention.
going on,
Yeah. Yeah.
then that's what it's gonna be. Now, as far as the players go, I understand what needs to be done. I'm sick and tired of Nets fans trying to tell me, bro, like what's what. That's what I'm sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of people telling me about Nolan Trayor, bro. Like, and we get one thing confused with Nolan Trayor, bro. Just because you got top speed, don't mean that you're aggressive.
Right. Right.
That's not what that means. It means you has an ability, but your ability ain't being used as top notch as everybody think. They're like, Nolan is playing pretty okay, man. He's getting better because he's getting the minutes.
Right. That's what it is. It's the minutes that's helping him. And
Yes,
I thought that's what he needed though. I'm not saying that he's listen, I always said at the beginning of this show, I said everybody is expendable. There is no such thing as if I was a GM that your job is 100%. It's not. It is not. Let somebody come along that fits what I need done, and you out of here. If I
but
can
here's
get
the thing. I think the GM I think the GM is in the coaching staff is clashing because the GM want to play one way and the coaching staff want to play another way.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's what's clashing, bro. Like the GM got to understand that he's not the fucking head coach. You did to get players in.
Exactly.
You did to get players in,
And let me do my
and
thing.
then let Jordy and let the coaching staff let them make it work. Now I
Yep.
understand. Now, from my understanding, that it was a couple of picks in this draft that was Jordy's idea. I get that,
You think so? Do you, or is that a known fact?
quote unquote,
Okay.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, okay.
Allegedly, there was
Because
a couple of picks in this draft
you know
that
how
was
people
quote
are.
unquote Jordy's idea.
They'll say that, but it looked like Sean Marks picks to me. I
Listen,
That's just me. I don't know.
look, I
I
don't know
could
how
be
Sean
wrong.
Marks coach. I know how Jordy Fernandez coach.
That's true.
So I don't know
I
what
can
was
see
what.
him wanting Nolan.
Maybe,
I can see him
maybe,
wanting Nolan. I can
maybe,
see.
maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because
I'm not too obliged to that. I don't know who's who. The point is, these rookies gonna be here for a minute,
right.
and you're gonna have to make something shake, man, before the front office decide, yo, we trying to spend some money, and we just gonna go the direction that we went through in 2021.
Which is not like a lot of people keep saying you need young talent. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you got to know what you picking and to know where you going. But what I'm saying is, it's okay if you got to spend money. It's okay. It's
Especially if you
okay.
don't know how to develop your young talent.
Right. And if you just drafting talent and then letting it go and it goes somewhere else and do better, it doesn't look good for you.
It don't.
It doesn't look good.
But
I
the
mean,
thing is, if you're drafting the talent, but thing is, if your your security is like at 100,000, 100 million, you could get rid of the coach and say it was his fault.
right, right. You point the finger at somebody else.
You could use it as a scapegoat with this with the job security that Sean Marks allegedly has. Like he could use Jordy as an easy scapegoat. But the
Right.
thing is, right now, we're like the thing is, I focus on the now, right now, bro. Like we supposed to be losing games. We obviously tanking. We know what direction we somewhat going in. We're
Right.
like all of the tankers should be happy.
It should
I
be.
don't think we're winning another game. If I had to look at our schedule, maybe we might win one. I don't know, but
I
we
mean, you
have the
could.
youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
We have 4 to 5 rookies in rotation.
Right.
So I don't understand where a win would come from
Yeah.
at this point in the season where everybody's trying to lock in and get a spot.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't. There's no team in the NBA right now rotating three or more rookies,
None.
and I mean legitimately giving them minutes.
If you could find one, bro, they probably in the shit sitting in the bottom in the shit of where
They
we at.
right next to us.
Exactly. It's most likely Utah.
Utah, yo, listen, that thing with with the Jazz is nasty, man. Yo, that team is, I don't know, man. Come on, you can't still be bad. You keep getting picks, you keep getting players, you kept your players, you got your
Hmm.
core. Yeah,
Hmm.
I know you let Spider go,
Hmm.
but that was a while ago.
They let Spider and Rudy go, and they went on a tanking spree.
Yeah, I mean, they still on it.
They all still on it, but like, and they got Triple J sitting, and Triple J and Laurie Market is sitting in the chamber.
Yeah,
And they got them niggas sitting in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. Like just
like it ain't
chilling.
nothing. Yeah,
Like they
and
Goku and Vegeta and shit, bro. Like these niggas
they,
are supposed to hop out of the machine.
yeah, and
What
just get
next season?
busy next season and make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
okay.
don't get that. I don't get that part. And all you're doing is making it worse, and you're gonna have drama because and these guys are decent players. I mean, they can go somewhere else and be help somebody get to a finals, if anything.
Listen, I put it to you this way: Utah got something going in Keontae George because he got picked 3 years ago in the Wemby draft,
Right,
and they was looked at to get a top 5 pick. But the problem was they started the season, I think, like what, no, what, 19 and 11 or some shit.
right.
The Spurs started that same season 8-3. The NBA looked at these niggas like, what are y'all doing? Y'all getting Wimby. They was like, oh, okay,
Okay.
all right, fuck it, let's tank. So it is what it is, man. I mean, my thing is, some of these tanks is diabolical, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of the way teams is just inventing ways to lose.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just crazy to me.
Yeah, and the Bucks are in, I think, in tank mode. They going
hmm
in tank mode.
hmm
Yeah.
Well, no. I don't think they are because they just brought Giannis back. They don't
Oh,
have their
okay.
picks. They don't have their picks,
Oh,
so they
oh,
got to
okay.
compete.
All
They
right.
got to.
So they're gonna make the play in. That's what their whole thing is.
They trying to. I mean, Atlanta is
I
sitting
think.
in.
I
I
mean,
think Atlanta is sitting in a good driver's seat because they own the Pelicans pick. The Pelicans need to be ripping up because they about to just get that pick away. The same thing with the Clippers. The Clippers got to be make their way in a play-in or make their way sneak their way in a playoff spot. Kawhi is doing his damnness
to keep
to
them
to to
afloat.
to try to lead them to something. He averaging 28 a game.
Yeah, but the Clippers has been playing well lately. They
They
have
have.
been. They have been playing well. I'm quite sure the OKC ain't too happy about that, but hey,
No, they're not too happy about that. Giannis came back last night, and just like I thought, everybody is out of rhythm because when you got Giannis on the court, they're playing like everybody around him is playing different.
right,
The thing is, when Giannis was out, if you see how they played, like Ryan Rollins, Kevin Porter Jr., Kuzma, all of them, they were playing for themselves. When Giannis get on the court, they ain't playing for him. They ain't playing for Giannis. No, they playing for themselves. They playing for the new contracts that they own. You got to remember, Cam Thomas don't have a contract,
right, exactly.
so he's playing for himself.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that whole betting on himself is going to have to
Um,
pay off because now you got to make the playoffs in order to get some money.
yeah, the show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a dangerous
Whether you make
game.
the eighth seed or the
I
seventh seed,
I said I said, and you know I'm a Cam Thomas fan, but I'm just a fan. But I'm a realist now.
mhm,
And the real thing was, you should have took that money.
basically.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. You Cam, I love
There's
you.
a
I
such
love
thing
you,
as
man.
betting on yourself and making sure your future is secure.
Right. I love you, man. I think you're a great player. I know, I understand. So I don't think you was, I keep you real. I keep you in your place. You're a
hmm
great scorer.
hmm
You one of the best rookies that came out scoring, period, that I've seen. But you should have took that bread.
Yeah.
You should have took that money. Yeah, fire your agent, but take that money.
I'm not saying no to 2 years, $28 million
Me
allegedly.
neither. No, no, no.
Nah.
Even though you left anyway,
Exactly.
so you knew that was inevitable,
Right.
right? So they wasn't feeling you.
You could have
you
did
saw
all of that and signed a no trade clause.
right. You just signed the thing and just say, look, all right, I give you the power to trade me. Just pay me my money. Just this way, I know I have my money wherever I go. I can focus on my game. You understand what I'm saying? At least I have 2 years in the league. I can do my thing.
Yeah, I can understand hurrying up and getting out of Brooklyn and getting away from that front office.
Yeah, I
And
understood
you
that
felt
part.
like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, who are all your veterans, and you
Yeah, they
felt like
they
every last one of them
got disrespected.
You felt like every last one of them got disrespected. When in reality, every last one of them came here and got everything that they wanted,
Oh, they got what they want. They
got
always
what they
gonna get.
wanted and left.
Oh, they gonna get what they want. But
So the thing is, realistically, like you felt like you was one of them,
you're not one of
but you
them
ain't
yet.
take no money with you.
Yeah,
How the fuck you do that?
yeah. Yo, Talif, I ain't gonna lie to you. He didn't do what the veterans did. He didn't
No,
follow
he
it all
didn't.
the way. But
No,
what it was
because they made sure they had their bag.
they had their bag already. They had their bag before they even came.
Exactly.
They were getting theirs. The
Kyrie
que-
already knew, bro. He was like, "Yo, I'm not getting my extension. Trade me now."
yeah, trade me right now, right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. And then it went to the finals.
Yep, went to the finals the very next year. Lost,
Word
but they went to
up.
the finals the very next year.
Yeah, I'll show you better than I could tell you.
Exactly. So the reality is that yo, you could secure your future. You could secure your future and take advantage and have your future in your own hands all at once. You can do that. Cam Thomas didn't see that way, bro. Like he saw, yo, I need to get out of Brooklyn. I need to get out of Brooklyn now.
I think, or maybe, sorry, I mean, Leaf. Really, when you think about it, maybe he wanted to stay. I don't know. I don't know. I thought that he liked it. He liked the idea of that. This is my team that I got drafted to. I would like to see it all the way through. But oh,
I'm
maybe
not.
not.
I'm not of the impression of that. I'm of the impression that he was on.
I could be wrong.
He was pro KD, pro Kyrie,
That I
pro
know.
James Harden, bro.
Yes,
Like,
he
and
was.
whatever they did, bro, like that's what he was gonna end up doing.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
All
it
right.
just makes sense to me, bro. Like
Yeah,
that
it
was the
does.
play.
It does. I'm just saying that might be me, my hope. But my hope and reality are two different things.
Exactly. I'm like, you can live by the Hope Creed all you want. Like that Hope Creed shit ain't gonna do nothing for you.
I was hoping that's the way he felt.
Yeah,
You
everybody
know
was
what I'm
hoping, bro.
saying?
Like a whole
Yeah.
bunch of hopefuls, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the only person that knew what the hell was gonna happen.
Listen, but at least I admit it. Leaf, a lot of them won't admit it tonight, right now.
You had breezies and all the breezy and all the
I
hopefuls,
admit
bro,
it.
and
I
everybody
admit
that
it.
was a part of the CT lifers and that sat in that section, bro. Like and that side decided that they was gonna sit in their seat and they wasn't gonna be moved and they wasn't gonna sit strong, bro. Now look where they at.
Right. Now that's just my feeling. Like I wanted him to work. I wanted him to work. See, that's my thing. Is sometimes an organization got to show some kind of, okay, guy, you're
I
not you're
felt like
not
a
a
lot of
you're not
people
a
wanted him to
starter.
work,
You're not a
Scott,
starter.
but I think the problem was they wanted him to work as something that he was not.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Because notice that the second that he got to Milwaukee, he got in a spot that he automatically fit in. You know what his record is, bro? When he comes off the bench, his record is well over 700. You know what his record is as a starter, bro? It's well under 500.
Right. Okay.
It's not a coincidence.
Okay.
You
I
could
don't.
blame our organization. You could blame the front office. You could blame this. You could blame that, bro. But at the end of the day, these numbers don't lie.
So what I understand that, and the thing is, Jordy understood that. I don't know what kind of relationship, like we talking about Sean and Cam, but what we really not saying is Cam and Jordy. I mean, Jordy
I don't think
is
that was much of a relationship. I
right. That's
think
what I'm
like
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking the reason being is because the 2 years that Cam Thomas was averaging starter minutes, 31 minutes per game, here come a hamstring injury.
Right, right, right.
What was Jordy supposed to do? What was
But
he
he
supposed to
did.
do? You had an injured 6'3" nigga, bro, that started off crazy hot with
Yeah.
toaster strudel, bro. Like, and then the very next
Well,
year,
he should have. Well, Schroeder was. I don't. I'm surprised they even got rid of him. But the thing
we
was,
knew that was coming.
yeah. But I mean, the team looked better.
Listen,
The team looked better with him on the court.
listen, that team that you claim that looked better at best, we was 9-12.
Yeah, but I mean, look at I mean, you got to crawl before you walk. You
Yeah,
gotta you got to one or two pieces could have made this team a playoff team
I'll be honest with you,
at
bro.
that
I think we
time.
was looking. I think it was a lot of quote unquote quick fixes that just didn't work. That's what it was, bro. Like when Katie and Kyrie left, it was supposed to be a whole line of quick fixes that just did not work. Mikal did not work. Cam Johnson. Did not work. Dennis Schroeder played his ass off, but ultimately, bro, in the
I
team
think
success, it did not work.
I don't think they gave it enough time. I think what happened was they knew they had 5 picks.
Hmm.
They was going to try, or 4 picks at that time,
Yeah,
because you got to
before
right
when Mikal got dealt,
and right, and then they
that's what created the separation, bro. Not
right,
between
yeah.
the front office and the coaching staff. It created created that between our entire fan base. If you really want to look at it, bro, because now everybody just decided that we not only that we had a future and we had a direction because of these picks, they decided that. But Sean Marks in the front office and everybody that was in the scouts and the drafting, they all knew what they were gonna do. They all knew what they was about to get in the kitchen and start cooking up some fried chicken and some greens and all of this, bro, with these picks. And look what happened.
I know they didn't get what they wanted because you didn't fulfill the obligation when you had 3 Hall of Famers on your team.
Exactly. Exactly. So if I can't believe with you, if I can't believe in you with 3 Hall of Famers,
Come
why
on
am I
now.
trusting you with all of this draft capital? Why am I trusting you with that?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if somebody give you a rose and it's already grown, bro, it's perfectly grown, and you manage to mess it up and let it die in a couple of days. How am I supposed to trust you to grow one?
Right.
Great question. Something a lot of Nets fans refuse to answer.
Yeah, they ain't going to answer that because you're right. You're right. Especially I'm in the entertainment business.
Exactly. If I can't
And
trust
that's
you
what
with a rose that's already grown, how can I trust you to grow one?
it's dysfunctional from the organization, man. That's why the Nets are what they are. It ain't the players. That's why I said it ain't the players.
No. But everybody want to assume that it is because let me tell you what Kevin Durant was trying to do. Listen, now I don't want to make it seem like I'm a Kevin Durant stan at all, man. I don't give two shits about Kevin Durant, but as I think he a high nigga. I think like a lot of shit that's going on in Houston, everybody is seeing the detriment of it, bro. Like he just
Yeah.
a nigga, bro. Like just one minute he here, one minute he there. But as a player, I thought he was phenomenal.
Oh
And
no,
I'm gonna always think that he's phenomenal. The
he's a
problem
baller for
was
sure.
Kevin Durant as a number one option was trying to lead a team to a championship post Achilles. That
Yep.
has never happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was never going to happen.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Jason Tatum is gonna find out. Tyrese Halliburton is gonna find out. And Damian Lillard is all gonna find out what I already know. When you get that Achilles injury, you are on borrowed time. You just running around the league. That's all you doing. Everything that you once had is now diminished. And now you got to figure out how to do it. And to KD's detriment, I think he did a phenomenal job, bro, in his first in his years as a net on the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, he did.
Phenomenal. The
He
problem
did.
was he gave that shit to you in spurts.
Well, I mean, he is human.
Exactly.
He is human. I mean, you're not seeing even the best players in the world have bad games.
Exactly. And now people are starting to see the beginning of the end of the top years of Joker and Giannis.
Yeah.
You're starting to see that in Milwaukee because now Giannis is starting to get these injuries
Right.
and he's starting to break down. Now
Right.
Joker is starting to get these injuries and he's starting to break down.
Yeah. Now they have to put it in spurts.
Now they got to put it in spurts because now these middle American teams don't know how to build around them. These front offices got lucky. They don't know how to build around them for real. This is why they scrambling, give him Giannis parts so he could stick around.
Right.
And you're gonna see the same thing with Denver in a couple of years.
Yeah,
because
when you
Jamal Murray gonna want some more money. Aaron Gordon gonna want some more money, and then they gonna be all shipped off just like MPJ,
yep, all scattered around the league.
all scattered around the league, looking for the next championship team.
My thing is when you have
You
when the
said
coal
Rose
is
was
hot.
already rotten. I suppose it was. Why would you buy already rotten Rose then?
Hey, what's up, kid? Yeah, the whole thing to me is, once a player gives you all they got and on a team and try to go to another team, it's difficult to rebuild real quickly and win. That's why I mean, you need things to fall in play. You need things to fall in play. It ain't just you; it's the whole team and the organization and the movement of players. But sometimes when you stick with a team for a long time, that's your shot. You ain't got another shot.
Exactly.
Now you gotta hope that you land somewhere where it's already pre-made and you the missing link.
Yeah, and you hear and I hear a lot about all of these other teams, bro, got all these top picks, man, and what did they do with them and this? And I'm like, bro, we gave away our top picks. We could have had a chance to do that, bro.
Yeah,
The Celtics got a championship off our
all for
merit.
us, all for our team, all for our picks, basically.
Yes, they got a championship off our picks. Damian Lillard, which could have been our pick, bro, is a top 75 player.
Yep.
That happened. Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. They were all here. If I can't trust you, bro, with a stacked hand, how can I trust you to grow one?
Actually, when you really think about it, the draft should have been the tank should have been last year. Really,
It should have.
you should have been.
Everybody keeps saying
pick.
that. Everybody keeps saying that.
Should have got a fifth pick. At
Everybody
least.
keeps saying that, bro. Like, and I'm over it. Listen, it was plenty of mistakes made long before we got them 5 picks.
And do
Long
you
before.
think Silver was looking at Kai and was doing and blaming Marks? No, I think what Marks what Kai did, Marks could have put some pressure on what went down. Listen, and you can control that media room. Yes, he has to face the media room, but you
Right.
can control it.
Right. And
You
that's
gotta take
basic
control.
101.
You got to control that.
Gotcha.
You got to control that. You just got to control it.
You got to.
I know a representative for the Nets were right there.
Right.
I know that. So it would have been no more questions.
None. Zero. And what else is there to answer?
That's it. You ain't asking basketball questions. I don't want to hear nothing else.
Exactly.
Come on, Kai, get off the stage.
Exactly.
That's all.
Simple and plain. But
Not sit there and let Kai say
other
any
shit
fucking thing out
that
of his
went
mouth
down.
that ain't got nothing to do with basketball. This is Brooklyn basketball. That's what. But ask basketball questions, dude.
That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Ask basketball questions.
That's all you gotta do.
And then the owner's supposed to put foot to ass whoever was behind it.
That's it.
And sit down and tell Kai, listen, I know I support whatever you do, but what I'm saying is let's just focus on basketball while the season is going. What you do in the off season had nothing to do with Brooklyn. Simple. But that's what happened when you don't have an understanding. That's what happened when you can't talk. When you're not on the same page. When you're not on the same page, that's what happened. That's why I blame him.
That's exactly what happened.
And
That's
listen,
why I blame him, because that could have been nipped. You
and
just,
listen, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like it's a lot of teams right now that is sitting that is sitting in a spot where they could just do this and do that, and then it's tanking and this, that, and the third, bro. Like, okay, whatever. The case may be, blah, blah, blah. But what I will say is that with the Nets having the youngest team in the league and not having no clear cut guy to move forward with, bro, like it's even more of a what the hell, like, do we need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So like realistically, to me, it's all a thing, bro. Like we gotta understand, and I don't think it's really up to if we get the front office on our page, that's fine. But I think it's up to the players and the coaching staff, the players to get connected with the coaching staff and finally say, yo, listen, F this. We got to figure out to do it our way, bro. It's us against everybody else. So we already going up against the rest of New York. We going up against the newspapers. We going against the New York Post because anything that they can say bad about us, they will. You seen what Cam Thomas said in the newspapers, bro. Like they gonna take it and run with it. I don't know why that's news, why we in the shit and we're tanking. But I think it's up to the
yeah,
players. It
yeah,
is up to the players
yeah,
and
to
the
make it
coaching
happen.
staff to become locked in and locked in sync and understand that what they are trying to do and what they need to do, what they need to do and what they need to go forward with, they are going to be all alone or all alone by themselves.
Yep,
But
that's
all
true.
in the front office, bro, if they give you shit, whatever, fine. But listen, Jordy, Jawan Howard, everybody on that coaching staff need to lock in with them players and be like, yo, listen to me. I know. Listen, I know y'all young, and I know y'all want to win, and I know y'all ain't never been part of no losers shit before. Like coming from college and coming from the teams that I came from, whatever. But listen to me. We gotta trust us. We gotta trust us. It's nobody else to trust here.
Yep,
Listen. If they get on our, if them niggas upstairs, they get on our page, that's fine. But we need to let them know, yo, this is where we at going forward from this point on.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, you want to tank? You're cool, whatever. But this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'll be back. Shit.
yeah, yeah. Hey, kid. Yeah, you right. You can't stop what they write and or the topic that comes up. That is true. I'm not saying that that's gonna stop them from trying. They will try. You know how the media will do it. They will do it. But there's fire control. You can cause diversions. There's ways of doing this. There's ways of doing it to where it'd be minimal, because they need that next story, and they're gonna follow that next story, make another story. It's called controlling the narrative. They teach that in college, man. They teach that. They teach you how to control narratives. Even the media use it. Yeah, but he was right though, and even the mayor said the COVID protocol was wrong. Even the mayor said that, but he couldn't do nothing. So that should tell you that that whole thing is being controlled by somebody you don't even know who. They're not even the name to be played with. They're not even a player that you know their name. I hate to tell you that. That's just the way it is. That's being real. I might not never get no 10,000 subscribers, but I keep it real. And that's okay though. I can sleep at night knowing I said something that That's right. I know it's a hard story to believe. You saying make another story? Yeah, but you know what? All right, listen, I'm not worried about the Jewish stuff. I'm not trying to say it's a Jewish thing because I don't think it's. I'm not trying to pick a group of people. It's a bunch of people. It ain't just Jewish. It ain't this. It ain't that. But the whole thing is okay. Even if the thing with Kyrie went back. Even if the Kyrie thing was overblown and the story was overblown and the team was dysfunctional and everything and, whatever. Kyrie turned around and went to the finals. They won the Western Conference. So, I mean, you could say Luka did it. Luka ain't do it by himself. It is no I in team. That's all I'm saying. And I don't think they would have did it without Kai. Kai was a threat. Just like he was here. He was a threat. Especially when he's on his thing. When he's on his thing, he's a savant. So, you say what you want. It's difference between winning and losing, man. Controlling the situation is all about controlling it. And I know the rules in the NBA is that you are required to have media after game. Players are to address the media. That I understand. But the requirement is to talk basketball. The media is required to talk about the sport. There's such a thing as your enemy is in your house. There's such a thing that, sometimes a lot of everybody, just because they got a net hat and a t-shirt, is for winning. They don't want, some people like controversy. And that goes both ways. I ain't saying Kai ain't controversial. I wish he didn't do it during the season. That's all I'm saying. But, it is what it is. It's over with. I ain't worried about that. Charlotte going to be 500 today. 31-29, 9-15 second quarter. Cleveland 45-37. Oh, Detroit. Cleveland need this victory. Orlando need to beat Washington. I think that's just Washington always go to the fourth quarter, and our beloved Nets are down already 50%. Toronto need this victory against the Knicks to stay relevant. They're in the 6th spot. Let me see the standings. Toronto is 35-25. They're in the 5th spot. Excuse me. Philly is in the 7th spot. I mean the 6th spot. Right. One team that I thought I'm looking at it right now is the Magic. I am so, I don't even know what to make of that team. They have the pieces. I really don't. I just don't understand what's going on. There's something going on there. Paulo is not having the year he had last year. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me bring up Paulo's statistics. Paulo. He's averaging 21.8 points, 8.5 rebounds, 5.0 assists, at 45% free field goal percentage. That's not bad though. Paulo is a power forward. Paulo's a power forward. So. Yeah, Paulo's is a power forward. So, after the game, I'm coming back right after the game. So, I like y'all to hang around, come back, talk again. A-Kid, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm coming on an after game. I'm going to do an after game show right after the game. Peace.